Guys, tight ends are really weird to prospect analytically. Okay, these guys, get this, their threshold for breakout age is different than receivers. Huh? I mean, like these guys, right? These guys, tight ends. If you put up a 25% dominator, which was like all right for a receiver, you're a god at tight end. You are a dog at tight end, bro. Like everything is just different. They're like looking at like a top five producer at tight end every year. It's like 600 yards. You're like, bro, this is like 2 games for Jamar Chase. Like what? Like they aren't used as much. It's just so weird. So how can you figure out with incomplete production profiles, with weird usage patterns, like how do you figure out if a tight end is good? And literally, well, let me tell you. Look no further than one measurable, no, multiple measurables, but one side of prospecting. Just throw out the production profile. I mean, like not completely, but like you might as well, do it. All right, because check me out, guys. There is nothing with a higher correlation in anything ever and life, like not just prospecting, but like life, than athletic tight ends being good fantasy tight ends. Okay, if you are athletic as a tight end, you will be good for fantasy. Check me out, y'all. You know I came with the AP stats knowledge. Come back at it, like a crack addict. Back at it like a crack addict. That's a Killer Mike bar. He's a good rapper. Okay, here we go. How do you know if Pat Freiermuth is good? It should say it is good there. Well, anyways, well, let's look, guys. How athletic are the top 25 PPR tight ends 2020? Okay. I rated them on a scale of like bad to like kind of bad to like average to slightly above average to above average to good elite to near. You get it. You get it, guys. Source, trust me, bro. Okay, guys, here we go. Travis Kelce. So these are in the order of how they finished last year. Like Kelce is 1, Waller 2, Ton 3, obviously. Anyways, let's just do it. Kelce was a good to elite athlete. Darren Waller, one of the best athletes at a tight end ever. Okay, Robert Tonyan, elite. Logan Thomas, elite. T.J. Hawkinson, near elite. Mark Andrews, above average. I mean, he's not crazy, but he's not bad. You know, he's above average. Mike Gesicki, one of the best ever. I mean, he is just absolutely elite. Rob Gronkowski, well above average. Noah Fant, absolutely elite. Once again, one of the best ever. I mean, these guys are just awesome. Hayden Hurst, above average. Dalton Schultz, he's almost average. But he's above average. No, he's right there. He's above the threshold. Hunter Henry, he is above average. Okay. Jimmy Graham was really good back in the day, but like he's like 40 now, so like, you know, measurables above average. Eric Ebron, good. He's there twice, everybody. Oh my God, what happened here? Anyways, Eric Ebron is both good and elite. Okay, so that's incredible. Jonnu Smith, elite, my guy. Tyler Higbee, he is actually the definition of average, and plot twist, he is the least athletic on this list, and his speed score. So he ran one event, and it was the 40, and his speed score was in the 50th percentile, so like exactly average. So he is the definition of average, the definition, because he did one event, right? And he's like average. So he is the least athletic person on this list, and he's not unathletic. Okay, Jared Cook, very athletic. George Kittle, absolutely elite. This guy is just a hoss. Dallas Goedert and Austin Hooper are both very good. Irv Smith, slightly above average. Dan Arnold, I never thought a white guy with long hair would be a good athlete, but I mean, I'm wrong every day, I guess, because this guy, a dog. This guy's a dog. I mean, just look it up. Dude's a dog. Gerald Everett is elite, and Jordan Akins is average. Sourced, like I said, trust me, bro. Anyways, so as you can see, like, I'm not joking. These were like the top 24 tight ends. It was supposed to be 25, but I mean, you ran twice. Anyways, top 24 tight ends. This is just like an arbitrary number 2. Like I didn't cut it off. You know, like this was just like, okay, like I'm getting bored. Like this is proving the point. You need to be elite, like a good athlete at bare minimum average. you need to be a good or like elite athlete to be good at the tight end position. Because like think about it, right? If you're in the NFL and you have world class athletes at corner and linebacker and safety, like wherever, and you can't separate, like if you're not fast enough to separate, you're not gonna get open, right? And I mean that's the obvious. But these guys are strong enough. Like if you were like producing in college and you were like really strong as a tight end, the strength isn't there anymore. Like the advantage isn't there because like these guys are really strong. So if you can be like an average athlete for a receiver, but you're tight end, like you're set because like you already have the size, right? But yeah, like it's almost impossible. It is impossible to be a below average athlete and produce as a tight end in fantasy. Like it's not possible. And I mean, look at this. Like there was like how many were like average? I mean, a couple, right? Like average here. Like there was like a couple that were average, but like most of these guys are like elite athletes. So, like if you're not testing like 85th percentile across the board or higher, or you have like crazy speed, like you're not gonna be productive. You know? Like I mean, just like look at the top, right? Elite. Like top 5 are like all elite. You know? So like you just need the athleticism. Like it's the most correlated thing to points ever. Like I was gonna think of something funny there, but I couldn't think of anything. Right? I mean, it's very correlated. Right? This guy Pat Freiermuth, right? Check it out. Pat Freiermuth, he ran a 4.95 coming out of high school. Okay. Now, a 4.82 is the average 40-yard dash for an NFL tight end, and it's not a sure thing that Pat Freiermuth has that speed. Wait, I think this is supposed to be 8.2. Anyways, well, it's between 7.8 and 8.2, right? I mean, anyways, it's not a sure thing that Freiermuth is that fast. And at that point, he doesn't, like, he would have to be the fucking biggest outlier. Like look at, like all these guys are faster than him. Like, if he runs a 4.82. Like, he needs to be really fast. No, actually, I think this is the average, yeah. Anyways, like, he needs to be really, like he needs to drop, like, 0.2 of a second, which is, like, not, like, a small number at all. But not only that, right? He ran that at 248, and now he's 258. So, like, he's putting on 10 pounds, and needs to drop 0.2 off his 40 to be, like, just bare minimum speed. Not happening. But wait, there's more. In the PFF draft guide, he is his biggest weakness is listed as agility, which is one of the athletic measurables that, like, matters as a tight end. It's like agility and speed score. Guys, I don't make the rules. You know what I'm saying? I don't inherently like or dislike any player. Okay, I just look at the numbers. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, hey guys, is he good? Is he bad? Well, Freiermuth isn't looking like can't miss at all. Like no. So if he drops 0.2 off his 40, and he puts up an average agility score wherever he does it at, he would have a shot. But either of those things, both of them actually, are far from sure things, right? This guy needs to be, he needs to widely impress at the combine to just be serviceable as an athlete, to be good in, like, as a tight end in the NFL, for fantasy at least. I mean, he could be a fucking awesome tight end, like, he can be Jack Doyle or, like, Mo Ali Cox, and, like, be, like, awesome for his team, but not for fantasy, right? I mean, like, they're different things. So, I mean, given his biggest weakness, like, out of anything that they could pick, PFF said that it was agility, right? I mean, these are smart guys. And he needs to drop 0.2 off his 40 at 10 pounds heavier. Like, both of those things, they're just very damning. And, like, even if he gets, like, 0.2, like, he's, like, that's, like, bare minimum. Like, he needs to drop, like, 3 or 4 tenths to, like, be, like, a good athlete at tight end. Which is not happening, I guarantee it. So, yeah. This applies to every tight end, really. Brevin Jordan looks like a better athlete, so I like him better. But this applies to like, every tight end. Like, production profiles are really weird. I mean, like you can look at them and, like, they make sense, like, sometimes. But, like, I mean, here, like, look at his, like here, look at this guy. Look at this. So, he comes in. Sorry, I'm on game logs. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. What am I doing? I'm a fucking idiot. Anyways, here, let's go to his stats, right? So he comes in, like, for a receiver, you're getting clowned on, right? Like, you're like, oh my god, he put up like 500 yards as a 20-year-old. Like, that's not impressive. Like this is good right here, but this is what I was just on. So like this is why people are like, oh my god, like I'm drooling on him because he put up 300 yards in 4 games. But look at how it came, right? So like versus IU, um, I mean, not a great game, but that's a pretty good team. And then OSU, not a great game at all. And then Maryland and Nebraska, 2 bad teams. He beats up on them. So like even when he's producing good in a very 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 small controlled sample, that's like nitpicking or that is like cherry picking, he's producing versus worse teams over better ones. So I don't see anything to like about his profile. I mean, like he's probably getting a draft capital, easily day 2, maybe like back in day 1. I mean, what do I know? And at that point, you kind of gotta consider him because like anybody that gets a first round capital is like, hey, like look at him. But if he runs less than a 4.8, like 4.8 plus, I'm not touching him because he needs to be an outlier to be successful. And if he runs like if he runs anything like in the low 4.7s, I'll consider him. But until then, like he's probably off my board because like I mean this is just the data, guys. Like it's very hard to be good and not athletic. I mean it's almost impossible at tight end. So yeah, shout out Avinash for the idea. So yeah. Don't draft Freiermuth. Draft Brevin Jordan. Don't draft Kyle Pitts. Basically, don't draft any like tight ends. Just like wait till they suck and then buy them like Darren Waller or Logan Thomas or literally any tight end here on this list. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, yeah. Go ahead and